An urban legend is that all women should stay away from soy. Some forms of human breast cancer are sensitive to estrogen, so dangerous to actually eat soy. Totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the latest health trends and nutritional science. Today, we're tackling a hot topic in the world of nutrition and cancer research: soy. Is it good? Is it bad? Can it really help in the fight against cancer? Let's break it all down with insights from world-renowned physician and scientist Dr. William Li, who's done extensive research on foods that can help us in the battle against cancer. Dr. William Li is the author of Eat to Beat Disease, and he's spent years studying the impact of food on our body's natural defense systems, including its potential role in fighting cancer. According to him, certain foods can actually starve cancer cells by cutting off their blood supply, a process called angiogenesis. One of those foods? You guessed it, soy.
Cancer at its very origin, at its beginning, is kind of like a pimple. If you see it on your face when you're looking in the mirror, you're washing your face, you're going to be focused on it and you're going to want to do something about it. But you know what? We've all got pimples growing on our backs and on our butts that we don't actually see every day. And they're not a problem. And eventually our body, our skin will regenerate and take care of it, and we'll never even know you had the problem. And that's really what the issue with cancer is. So what can we actually do to tip, using nutrition, to tip the chances that we can actually prevent the cancer through food, through nutrition?
So first, let's talk about what soy really is. Soybeans are a type of legume that's been a staple in Asian diets for centuries. Soy products range from tofu, tempeh, miso, soy milk, to edamame. These are all made from the humble soybean. But here's the thing. Soy has become one of the most controversial foods when it comes to cancer, specifically breast cancer.
Some people might be surprised to hear this. Soy foods, not processed soy, not artificial, not synthetic stuff, but actual soy. I'm not talking about plant-based meats. I'm talking about real tofu, tempeh, soy milk, that kind of stuff. And there's hundreds of kinds of soy foods in Asia. All right. You go to any Asian grocery store, if you look around, you'll see a myriad of choices of soy foods. If you go to Asia, I guarantee, like if you're from the Western world, you go to Asia for the first time, you're going to be overwhelmed at how many different kinds of choices you have with soy foods. Mm-hmm. And in soy foods, soy has been shown to reduce the risk of breast cancer.
Why the controversy? Well, soy contains isoflavones, which are a type of phytoestrogen, basically plant-based estrogen. And because high estrogen levels have been linked to the growth of some cancers, particularly hormone-sensitive cancers like breast cancer, many people have been worried that soy could increase the risk. But Dr. Li and many other researchers are challenging this misconception. Recent studies, including those reviewed by Dr. Li, show that soy doesn't act like human estrogen in the body, and it might actually be protective against certain types of cancer.
So it turns out that, well, first of all, an urban legend is that all women should stay away from soy because soy has estrogen, and some forms of human breast cancer are sensitive to estrogen, so dangerous to actually eat soy. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. All right. In China, in Japan, in Vietnam, in Thailand, breast cancer is out there too. And I guarantee you, if women are diagnosed with breast cancer in Asia, they are not told to stay away from soy. In fact, they're told to eat more soy. And here's the reason why. Soy does have a plant estrogen called phytoestrogen. One of them is called genistein. And again, where did the urban legend come from? Look, some well-meaning soul knew that breast cancers are sensitive to estrogen sometimes, and they saw phytoestrogen, and they're like, well, I best stay away from soy then, and then used whatever communication medium to spread that urban legend around. And now everybody believes it. Even oncologists believe it, to be honest with you. Like, even doctors are repeating this urban legend. But here's the thing. If you are a scientist and you look at the actual chemical structure of human estrogen in breast cancer, and then you look at the phytoestrogen chemical structure, they don't look anything alike. And in fact, plant estrogens block human estrogen. So the soy estrogen is like tamoxifen. It's Mother Nature's tamoxifen. It blocks the effects of estrogen. So this is why the genistein in soy also cuts off the blood supply feeding breast cancers. All right. So you get a double-barreled effect. So a study of 5,000 women in China looked at the highest risk women, and these are women who already have breast cancer, and found that those women who consumed the most soy products, not processed soy, but soy products, actually had a 30% lower risk of dying of their breast cancer. 30. Okay. And if you were a woman who already had surgery and radiation and chemo, and you were out, you're in remission and just waiting for that 5-year mark kind of thing, those women who had the most soy had a 30% reduction in their breast cancer coming back. All right. Cancer starving, estrogen blocking, all these other things as well. Now, and so this is where, having parts of the right information and trying to put them together is okay, but you got to double check it, for people who really understand the science.
So what does Dr. Lee say? His research highlights that the key to understanding soy lies in the balance and context of how it's consumed. He's found that in populations where soy is consumed regularly, like in Japan and China, there are lower rates of hormone-sensitive cancers, including breast cancer. Dr. Lee points out that soy may help reduce cancer risk because it contains compounds that interfere with the growth of cancer cells, particularly through angiogenesis inhibition. That's the process where tumors are starved of their blood supply, preventing them from growing.
So I just gave you some clinical data showing reduction of risk, reduction of mortality. This is published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. But, some critics, some skeptics will say, that's one study. Sure. So let me see another study. Well, I don't have one other study. I've got 14 other studies that all show the same thing. In no case is soy consumption associated with worse outcome. In every case, it's associated with better outcome.
Now, before you go out and buy every soy product on the shelf, remember that moderation is key. Dr. Lee advises that the most health benefits are seen in whole, minimally processed soy products, like tofu, tempeh, edamame, and miso. Stay away from highly processed soy products like soy protein isolates, often found in snack bars or protein powders, as they don't offer the same health benefits. So, what's the final verdict? According to Dr. William Lee, soy is not the enemy. It's a powerful plant-based food that can play a role in cancer prevention and overall health. The key is to consume whole soy in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Of course, it's always important to consult with your healthcare provider if you have any concerns. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more science-backed health tips. And remember, your health is your greatest wealth. See you next time.